Swami Sivananda explains celibacy, okay? It has nothing to do with sin. You see, we don't have these ideas of sin in yoga. It's not that having a conjugal life, or it's not that sexual activity is a sin. This is nothing to do with it. Brahmacharis practice celibacy. Swamis practice much more than celibacy. Swamis practice celibacy and more than it. Let's speak about it. This has to do with learning how to control and transmute the vital forces within the body. The two main vital forces in the body, the two main powers, are the powers which motivate us to breathe, and the other power is the power that motivates us to procreate. These are the two main powers. We have two main instincts: the instinct of self-preservation, which is represented by our breathing, and the instinct of the preservation of the species, which is represented by the activity of procreation. These are very powerful instincts. We cannot stop breathing normally, and normally it's very, very difficult to transcend the instinct of procreation or sexual activity. In yoga, we learn to control the vital forces which are responsible for breathing to the process of pranayama. And we learn to control the great power which is responsible for the instinct of procreation through the practice of brahmacharya. In both cases, we are not suppressing these forces. In both cases, we are learning to transmute or to sublimate these forces for a higher purpose. Swami Sivananda teaches that brahmacharya, celibacy, is as necessary for the yogic process as electricity is necessary for the bulb that gives light. It is as much necessary. He teaches that when we practice celibacy or brahmacharya, the sexual energy is transmuted into a higher form of energy, which he called ojas. Now, ojas is a term which is well known, for example, within Ayurveda. But in yoga, ojas is understood as a spiritual force that is stored in the brain and that helps the practitioner in the process of meditation. So for the process of meditation, we need two things. We need to control prana, and we need to control the sexual energy, and we need to transmute both of them in order to attain deep meditation and samadhi. Therefore, according to the yogic teaching, whether you are a monk or nun, or whether you are a householder, you need to learn to control these energies and to transmute them. Therefore, Swami Sivananda teaches brahmacharya for monks and nuns, but he also teaches brahmacharya for householders. It's equal to all. It doesn't mean that a householder cannot practice brahmacharya. A householder definitely can practice brahmacharya and still lead a conjugal life. It is true that a brahmachari and a swami will practice celibacy to a higher degree than a householder, but the purpose is the same purpose. And it's a very practical purpose. Swami Sivananda says there is no way around it. There is absolutely no way around it. We need to learn to control prana and the forces that lead to procreation in order to attain high levels of meditation and samadhi. There is simply no way around it. Can we still lead a human life, have children and so on, and still do it? Swami Sivananda says definitely yes. But there comes a point in the life of a human being, even a householder, where at least for a period, the householder will need to practice absolute celibacy, like a brahmachari, like a sannyasi. So it's true, a brahmachari is a celibate and so is a swami, but there is a reason for it. There is a reason for it. And in yoga, for example, we have practices of yoga where we go into retreat. And even if the practitioners are householders, when they go into retreat, during the time of the retreat, they must be brahmacharis, they must be celibates. in order to attain the goals of that particular retreat. So this is the explanation. Now, it's not easy to practice brahmacharya. It's easy to say, because brahmacharya is not suppressing the sexual instinct. It's sublimating it, and we need to know how to do it. Brahmacharya also has a higher sense. Brahmacharya has the sense of controlling all the senses, and this is absolutely necessary for a yogi. Not just for a yogi, for every spiritual practitioner. To know how to control the senses is very essential. So yogis don't say that everyone needs to be a Swami or everyone needs to be a brahmachari, no. But they say that whether you are a householder or a Swami, in the process of spiritual practice, there will be times where celibacy must be practiced. There is no way around it. And the reasons are given. Okay?